But the thing is this, I think that what the governor was telling me, what I read is, not because we have historically high reserves, that means that we can be liberal in spending them. Because on the other hand, we have historically high claims against these reserves. The growth is low. It will be lower now, given the impact, but growth is already low. And what the governor was telling me was that, look, I can't, he, the governor, I'm speaking for the governor in third person, I can't let you have all the foreign exchange you want on demand because there are other competing needs against the same foreign exchange for imports for and things, and therefore and we're not earning it as fast as we're spending it. So, so if I were to just spend a third of my reserves or sell you a third of my reserves, I may not have enough for the rest of the economy.
But there is also one whole section in that letter in which he says the Ashcroft payment of 70 million aside, and then he lists a series of factors which are basically affecting the economy. For example, the first quarter of this year, 2% contracting of the economy. So again, I ask you, are we approaching a point, as the PM has said, where we are likely to hit a wall? Are we in a sort of crisis stage?
No, but I think it's a warning sign. We have to be very careful. We can't be. We have to be more responsible. Well, we have to be very careful how we spend foreign exchange because we're not earning it as fast as before. We don't want to run out, and therefore we have to prioritize and ensure that we have enough to protect the exchange rate and also to fund the regular cost of commerce, and particularly fuel and other things that you need, the lifeblood of the economy. And therefore the government can't take it all for itself.
The last time we spoke, we had discussed the IMF measures which they had recommended. You had said that you all would be looking at that. I would think that you all would be looking even closer at it now because of this external shock. Can you tell us how close you all have come to maybe really implementing any of those measures?
Well, the government is still looking at them, but now, given this, I think we may have to make a decision earlier rather than later on what we want to do, because we have a gap, and this was going to widen the gap if we don't close it. Huh?
A couple of those suggestions, raising of the GST, has that been put on the table?
Everything is being considered, yes. Everything's being considered, including raising of the GST.
And these are things which might, as you said before, still be put into place sooner rather than later?
I would think so, yes.